Hello. This is Algebra 2 with Mrs. Krantz and Zoe. I hope you can see us. This is Zoe. She says hello. Leo's right down here. They say good luck with your math. I think this is video number 4. Algebra 2 with Mrs. Krantz. Hello. And I'm going to post this, I believe, on Monday, April 6th. We're going to do a little quick review of factoring. All right, mostly factoring trinomials and binomials. 3 terms and 2 terms. All right, this is to get us ready for the next chapter. We just finished chapter 7. Chapter 7 was on logs and exponentials. Today, we're going to get ready for chapter 8, and tomorrow we will start chapter 8, which is on rationals. Okay? Most problems in chapter 8 are going to require you to do what's called factor something. Okay, factoring is the opposite of distributing or the opposite of foiling. All right, we've been doing it. You did it in Algebra 2. We've done it in Algebra 1, and you'll continue to do it if you ever take math again next year, which most of you will. All right, so let's factor. The first thing we're going to do on number 1 is look for a greatest common factor, GCF, all right, between these 2 terms. What do they have in common? 2, and what else do they have in common? X cubed and X. They have an X in common. 2X is the GCF, all right? Then we need a parenthesis. If you take the 2 out of 2, you're left with 1, which we won't write. If you take X out of X cubed, you're left with, I think I heard Kayla say it, X squared. All right, how about you early birds? Now, what is 242 divided by 2? Well, we're not sure. Let's divide it. 242 divided by 2. 121. So minus 121. Okay. So we took out a GCF of 2x. Then I look at what's left. If it's 2 terms, and there's a minus, and you have perfect squares, this could be, and it is, a difference of perfect squares, DOPS. All right, so what do you do there? You bring down the GCF 2x, and you have 2 sets of parentheses, and you square root x squared, that's x, and you square root positive 121. Not negative. And the square root of 121 is 11. So you go x minus 11, x plus 11. This is your final answer. It factors into 2x, x minus 11, x plus 11. All right. You put your GCF first. Now if you want to put your x plus 11 next, and then x minus 11, that's perfectly good answer too. So either one. All right. That's factoring. GCF first, then difference of perfect squares. Okay. Next one, 2 terms again. All right, so look, take out a GCF. Do 81 and 256 divide by anything? In common, do they have a common factor? 81, 9 times 9, 256, does it divide by 9? No. Does it divide by 3, which is a factor of 9? No. So no GCF. All right. This right off the bat is a difference, minus, of perfect squares. So we are going to just square root right off the bat. Square root. The square root of 81x squared is 9x. The square root 256. Do you remember square root 256? Do you remember? I think I hear someone saying it. If not, just put it in your calculator. The square root of 256 is 16. So you get 9x minus 16 and 9x plus 16. These are the factors. We're not solving anything, all right? We're just going to factor. I'm not going to set it equal to 0. I'm not going to solve. Just write out your factors, okay? You either have 3 factors or 2 factors. All right, next one, number 3. Is there a GCF? Well, every even number divides by 2. But do all the numbers divide by 4? Yes, 4 divides by 4, 16 divided by 4. What about 180? Does it divide by 4? Absolutely, 45 times. So I'm going to take out a GCF of 4, no x's. And you get x squared minus 4x minus 45. Okay. Now what? This is not a binomial. It's not a difference of perfect squares. All right, it's a trinomial. You have an x squared, an x term, and a constant, just a number. This is where you factor your number, negative 45, to add up to negative 4. 45 is 9 times 5. That's one way to factor it. And which one's negative? The bigger one, because I want negative 9 to add up with 5 to negative 4. And x squared is x and x. So we get 4 and x minus 9 and x plus 9 plus 5. Final answer. GCF could be a number, could be a number and a variable, then typically 2 factors. All right. So this is trinomial. 4, last one I'm going to do on this sheet. And again, you can just follow along with me, or you could write these down in your own notes. Might not be a bad idea. But some of you I know are already expert factorers, so this is total review from this year and last year and the year before. All right, so now number 4, trinomial. All right, ax squared plus bx plus c. All right, is there a GCF? No. All right, 5 is prime number. 5 does not divide into our other numbers, so no GCF. Now, this one is where you not only factor the C number, you also factor the A number to multiply, add up to your middle number. I'm trying for 5. So 6 could be 3 times 2, or 6 times 1, we'll see. 21. 7 times 3. One of them's negative, because I need to multiply to negative 21. So let's see, probably the smaller one's negative, since I want a positive 5. Can I get 5 from this? Well, I got to pair the 7 correctly. I'm going to pair the 7 with the 2, that is 14. And 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. And 14 plus negative 9 is 5. Check. So your 3 gets an x and your 2 gets an x. Right. And what goes with the 3x? Well, initially we paired 3 with the negative 3 to get the negative 9. So that means they're not in the same factor. So minus 3. Plus 7. If you FOIL that back out and check it, you get 6x squared minus 9x plus 14x. That adds up to 5x minus 21. Check. All right. So here are 4 examples on basic factoring. These were quadratics. This was a little cubic. All right. So I'm going to give you a review sheet to work on. This will be a blank sheet. All right. Here it gives you some hints to factor completely. The stars one have a GCF, so the stars have a GCF to start with. All right. So we're going to look for that first. I'm going to do one of these and then the rest of them on your own. So which one shall we do? I think I will do lucky 7. All right. Now, start has GCF, right? What divides into 3, 3, and 3, 3, 0. 3 is your GCF. Then you're left with x squared minus, you took out the 3, so x minus 330 divided by 3, 110. Okay. Look for GCF first. Okay. Then keep factoring. It's either a difference of perfect squares. That has to be a binomial. This is not a binomial. This is trinomial. So no. It's not a difference in perfect squares. So it is a trinomial where a is not 1, or it is 1. No, it's just 1. So all I do is factor negative 110 to add up to negative 1. Well, 110 is 10 times 11, and I want 11 to be negative, because negative 11 plus 10 is negative 1, and that's it. So my answer is 3. And then I have x plus 10 and x minus 11. Finished. All right. So good luck. You've got 17 more to factor. And hopefully you can turn this in today or tomorrow. Thanks.